This video is proudly sponsored by DigimonCard.io for all your Digimon card, deck building, deck list, card pricing, and discussion needs.
Hey everyone, Egman here with another video. Today we've got my version of Yellow Hybrid for the BT8 meta. I think this is probably one of the strongest decks right now, and if I was playing in the Carta Magica event this weekend, which means that there's also no Star Deck 9 or 10, this is probably not only the build that I would take, but I strongly believe Yellow Hybrid is going to take that event. That is my guess. We're going to see how right that is, but in the meantime we're going to go over the list, and then also I don't have it right now, but I did play this deck on my live stream earlier this week too, so that should be uploaded soonish. I am on vacation, so it's a little, I don't have as much time for editing and stuff, so I'm just going to make the deck list for you guys today, and then if you guys want to see some gameplay and everything, make sure to like this video, comment, subscribe, and let's get into it. So going into our eggs, we do have 4 of the Cupidmon. I find that most of the time, Upamon is our 5th egg, spoilers, but most of the time we are above that 5 life, or 5 security in this. We have so many ways to recover right now. I don't know, we just have super high life totals, and it just feels good. So Cupidmon's definitely the way in my mind. And since we're doing like some yellow base stuff anyways, I think it just feels strong for, like, you don't mind like just pushing up a rookie and swinging sometimes if you need extra card draw and stuff. So I think Cupidmon is the way to go. Upamon, we do want the 5 eggs just because we do have 6 rookies, and we want to make sure we can swing 5 times if need to. Talking about those rookies, we do have 4 of the Star Deck Patamon. It's been a while since this card's been relevant, but he's great for what he does. All turns, your turn once per turn, when opponent's Digimon is deleted by dropping to 0 DP, gain 1 memory. This is from any source. Used to be really good in Shine Greymon for making it go from 4 to 3 memory cost, and that's kind of what we're doing here in a minute. So I think it's good for that. And then we also do just run 2 of the Salamons to help our recovery as well. Having 6 rookies I think is fine, especially since we do have ways to find them in our security, and I think we're in a good spot there. So those are our rookies there. Moving along, we do have the new Rapidmon. So this is a new card for BT8. It does say Digivolve for 4. It's 3 on Terriermon, but there aren't any yellow Terriermons, which I think is kind of interesting. But Armor Purge, when this Digimon is deleted, trash the top card, and also when Digivolving, suspend 1 of your opponent's Digimon for each Tamer you have in play, then up to 3 of your opponent's suspended Digimon get minus 5k for the turn, which means that if this can essentially swing over an 11k or even trade with it, which means that, I mean, you still get your Digimon to live because you have the Armor Purge effect. But just being able to do like a potential board wipe, and then if you do pop something with the minus effect, you use the Patamon, you get the the memory reduction, which means this is a Digivolution for 3 anyways. It's good, it's strong, and it does help. It works with what we're doing. We're doing a kind of a hybrid build. We're going to have a lot of Tamers in play, and we got a new Tamer too to kind of take advantage of it. It's all very good. It's a very, very strong card, and it's a good looking card. I do think it looks good. So we do have just the regular package of 4 Kaustinen, 4 Zephyrmon, and 4 Jet Sophie because we are Yellow Hybrid. That shouldn't be any surprising for you. Jet Sophie is just so good at what it does, being able to recover for 1 with no restriction. I think, with how long I've been playing this and how good Yellow's been, I think Jet Sophie probably just needs either an errata for it to be, if you have 5 or less security, kind of like Shakuamon, so you can get up to 6, but more than that you can't really do. It's kind of silly how much recovery this card does. It's very good at doing that, and I'm surprised at it's just very versatile. People love to hate to see it. So the other level 5 we're going into is Shakuamon, the new one. So it has a DNA Digivolve, but we do not have any blue. I have thought about running like a little bit of blue for, especially like we can have like the yellow blue Armor Purge stuff, but I haven't gone into it, and I don't think it's worth it. But it is a fun idea if you want to. However, just have a 1 Digivolving. You just get to recover 1 if you have 6 or less. 5 or less security, so that is pretty good. And it has a good inheritable when attacking. If you have 1 of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3k DP. So it does come up for that sometimes, so I do think that is a good spot for it. And then from there, we do have our level 6. We do have the Ophanimon Fall Down mode, so it's additional new card from this set. When Digivolving, It's 2 from a Falumon, but doesn't matter for us. Digivolve for 4. With this as a purple card and evolution card, which you will never in this deck, because you delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower. But also, if this Digimon has a yellow card, you just get to recover 1, and then on deletion, you may play 1 purple, yellow, level 4 or lower Digimon from your trash without paying its memory cost. So just the fact that this lets you play a card, like recover 1, and then as well as it recurs itself as well, I think that's really handy. It helps you be really obnoxious with this. And I mean, it's a 12k swing, which is great. And then if you have like Shakuamon, like a 15k swing against another Digimon. So there's a lot of cool effects with it. It's great for doing that. And it's multicolored too, which does make a difference for one of the cards we're going to talk about from there. We are also running 2 Susanamons. These are the last Digimon we were running. It's very easy to get into this, and we're going to have a lot of memory kind of later game too. So he's very good at that. I have thought about running some Zort defeats too, like 1 or 2, since we are running the fall down mode, which means that we have like a way to go into it. I think Susano is just fine for what it is. If you want to try like Zort defeat, I wouldn't put in more than 2, but I think that is an option for you if you want it. And then going through our Tamers, we're running 4 of the new Cody. He's fantastic for specifically this build, and I like the synergy that he has for it. So just starting your main phase, if you have a yellow Digimon in play, you get to gain 1 memory, so you do get that very often. Especially since it's start of main phase, if you have like a Patamon in Raising and you push him up, that's before the main phase, and then he'll see the Patamon, and then you're fine. So you need that extra, you can just push up there. And then also your turn, when one of your Digimon 2 or more colors attacks, you may suspend this Tamer, give one of your opponent's Digimon minus 2k for the turn. So that's a lot of bodies in here. So it's the fall down mode is part of that. The Shakuamon is like that, and also the Rapidmon. So like you can play the Rapidmon, give everything minus 5k, still your turn, swing, give something minus 7k, and you can swing over something. It's there's a lot of DP reduction in this deck right now, which I think is great. We are running 3 Zoes. I want to bump it up to 4. I think 4 Zoes are the way to go, and just being able to find your hybrids is good, and it's just a good card. We also run 3 of the TK. So far we have 10 Tamers. I want to bump him up to 4 too, and I think it's time that the TK Kari are just okay, but I think Cody pretty much is just better for most of the spot. Given the minus 2k, even on like more restrictive cards, is better than the minus 1k it does, and as well as I don't know, like it's just minus 1k on this side, and you're normally always higher security than our opponent most of the time. So I'd maybe think about doing a 4 Zoes and 4 TKs, and then just turn this into something else. So I don't think TK Karis are as necessary as they once were, and I think Cody's have kind of taken the spotlight from there. All right, and then going into our options, we're running 3 yellow memory boost. Obviously, we do have a lot of Tamers, but we do have a lot of yellow cards in our build too. So being able to find that, and mostly it's just more of for the extension for the plays that we're making. Being able to have that extra 2 memory is good. Not a lot of colors are playing memory blockers right now. And if they are, they're very easy to pop with a Cody or a Rapidmon. So I think a yellow memory boost is good. Reinforcing memory boost is also very, very good. Obviously, if we could play more of these, we would, but we cannot because we can only play 1. But 1 is still fine. And then lastly, we have 2 Eden Javelin and 2 Wyvern's Breath, which I think both of these are good, and I might want to bump them up to... Eden's Javelin has been nice, especially since we have a lot of cards in hand most of the time. Most of our plays just kind of generate another card in hand. So before on like turn 10, we have like a plus 10 in card advantage, which feels good. And then, yeah, we just have like a lot of potential for card draw on this deck, and just like cycling. And that's, I don't know, that feels very, very good. I mean, we are playing Tamers every once in a while, but half them, like the TK and the Zoe, they draw another card on play, so you're fine for kind of doing that. And that is the deck. There's going to be a deck list in the description too, but I think this is just really strong. The core of it is great, and it's really been fun to play with like the more multicolor stuff. And I don't know if I want to get even crazier with it. There are like again, if I want to play like a yellow blue, like we can play the big blocker boy, or even like the submarine mon if we wanted to. And then from there, like we could have some potential for Shakuamon going off. Though I think Shakuamon going off is fine. But it says when this CNH is evolving, turn one of your opponent's Digimon whose level is less than or equal to the number of cards in each security stack. So even if we don't do the recover +1, we do have a lot of ways to get to like 6, 7, 8 security most of the time, and being able to just use this to return it is devastating. So that's something maybe I'll think about adding into future builds. I think it'd be a little janky, especially since we are only running 6 rookies, so it'd be a little bit tricky to get that consistently. But I know if it went off, it'd be really, really fun. So anyways, that's the list. I hope you guys enjoy it. I know Yellow Hybrid is a bit of a stinker deck, but I hope you guys enjoy playing it as much as I do, but obviously not playing against it. And if you guys are playing in Carta this weekend, good luck. And I'm excited to see what takes it. So that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.
Damn it.